Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to do my paycheck number 1 budget for the month of July. I can't believe that June is wrapping up, but yeah, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing below, and I hope you all are doing super fantastic. Thank you all so much for your support. So let's jump right into what's going on with our July budget. I have done a few changes to this because I'm still getting acclimated to using this format, so it's a little different for me, so y'all be patient with me as I try to do this. From my full-time job, I am expecting to receive 72.46. I don't even know why I can't say that, but I'm a salaried employee. I get paid twice a month, the last day of the month and the 15th of the month. And so my last paycheck of the month is my first paycheck of the next month. I decided not to call this cash envelopes anymore because my utilities, they fall so close to the end of the month, and I roll over that difference to pay my student loans. So I'm calling it other, and it's going to have my cash envelopes and my rollover for my first paycheck, and I'm estimating $171. $50 is coming from my cash envelopes. It's possible that I have more, but I'm just going to stick with the 50, and because there's still a couple of things I still need to go out and get because I couldn't find them today. And the rollover from the utilities, I did finally get my bill for that, and it was $154, which is MLGW right here, and so that difference was $121. So that's $121 plus the $50 to make $171. And so let me go ahead and total up my income. And I hope that wasn't confusing because I didn't used to have rollover before. But I'm a person that if I'm going to have rollover, I got to give it a job, or I will try to spend it on something stupid. And this is a Tracy thing. I'm not saying that this applies to every person who budgets. I have to go ahead and give my rollover a specific job right off the bat because I know how I am. And my total income is, expected income is $2843.46. And then I will update the actual once everything hits my account. Once I close out my cash envelopes for the month of June, I know what that specific amount is and also what that difference is. So I have my expenses listed, and this is the sinking funds section. So I have gifts, my sons. This is not a specific sinking fund, even though I call it one. This is money that I put into their savings. It comes automatically, well, not comes, it's taken automatically out of my paycheck by the credit union. Car maintenance, that's a cash envelope, but it's really a sinking fund. Clothing, subscriptions, medical, and insurance. And this one may be primed and ready for me to make my first 6-month payment on my renter's insurance. So I need to call them and see when my current 6 months is up so I can make that very first 6-month payment. This is the very first time in my adult life ever doing anything like that. So this is a little different for me, but I'm a talker, so I need to call somebody and figure it out. Make sure I got it all set up. So for gifts, I'm setting aside $52.76. July is my oldest son's birthday. He'll be 26 on the 15th. And the money he needs is already moved into that checking account that holds the gifts fund, as well as the money that I put into his savings account for this line right here. And so that's $60 here. I don't know when he's going to spend it. And when he does, then I'll take that out of the sinking funds. I have a specific page where I document all of that. Car maintenance is $75. My clothing is $10. Subscriptions is going to get $46.08. And this month I do have my Sam's Club renewal coming up, and I think that's the 15th of the month too. Medical is $10. I think this may be the last time I contribute to this because I got to do the math, but I have quite a bit between what I have in the account and what I have in my FSA, which is my flexible spending account. $100 going into my insurance sinking fund. Health insurance is $11.22, and that's health, dental, and vision. I finally dropped myself down a tier this year, so that's been saving me some money. Identity theft is $3.48. And someone did ask me about my identity theft. I get this through my employer, and it's InfoArmor is what they use, and it cost me about $6.96 for the month. Renter's insurance, I'm estimating $25. It normally comes in about $23, a little less than $24, I believe. Rent $9.95. I'm still leaving that $3.95 that they charge us because I don't know when they're going to start back up with that. Groceries, there is 4 Sundays this month. I remember counting that. So that's going to stay at $300. If it's 5 Sundays, I will move groceries up to $325. Laundry gets $45. And typically I can do my laundry with $10 a week. The $5 is for the 5-week month that does come in when there's 5 Sundays in a month. And so I always have the extra 5, so I don't have to change from one month to the next. So it's not 40, 50, 40. You know, I can just say 45 straight across, and I normally have enough money to cover that and any other stuff I need to do when it comes to my laundry. Household is $50. My personal, I get $100. With my $100, I get everything that I need and want. So this kind of keeps my spending under control. So like when I want to buy these kits right here, I take out the cash, and then if I decide I need to get something, I put it back in there, and I can do that through an ATM. Just roll through, drop that back in there, and then I can make that purchase, but I can only spend up to what I deposited. So that's how that works for me. And this makes sure I don't double dip, because if I'm ordering online and I'm using my debit card and I have $100 in my pocket, what I used to do was order it and then spend the $100 too. So I would have taken like maybe $150, $200 out of my account, but not doing the right thing with this, because this would be personal. Once I eat up all my restaurant fund, I would go and eat that up too. So I'll tell y'all the truth. I used to have some shady practices. I'm doing better. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I used to do some stuff. Gas is $50. Now, don't take gas money out in cash. And the reason why is because I go to work at 6 in the morning. So when I'm driving to work, I do not want to stop and walk in, stop at the gas station and then walk in. To me, I live in Memphis, it's a little bit dangerous. So it's like I'm getting out, filling up, and I'm getting the heck on out of there and get on down to work. So that's why I don't take that out in the cash envelope. iCloud is $2.99. I'm having a hard time writing. You can see with that funky 2 and that crazy 5, but yeah, that is for the storage on my phone. I do have pictures on my phone from when I lived at an apartment and the leasing manager didn't do the final walkthrough with me, before I turned in my keys. And I ain't gonna talk about her, but I have a choice name for her. So I took all the pictures of every single thing, and then I went back through and did a video. And so I have all of that stuff saved on the cloud. And so that way, and that's what, you know, if anything comes back later. And it's been over a year. I don't expect anything, but you never know. So I want to keep all my proof. So what I'm about to do now is calculate what my debt payment is going to be from paycheck number 1. So let's go with 2843.46. We're going to subtract out my gifts, 52.76. My son's is $60. Car maintenance is $75. Clothing is $10. Subscriptions 46.08. Medical is $10. Insurance is $100. Health is $11.22. Make sure. Identity theft is 3.48. My rent, now, is $990.95. Groceries is $300. Laundry is $45. Household is $50. Personal is $100. Gas is $50. This is going to bother me. Cloud is $2.99. So that leaves me with, I don't trust that. Do not trust that. First I need to write this. I feel like I forgot something. Something's not right. So let me do this one more time. I gotta rewrite that. Those numbers are just like irking my little spirit over here. And I'm gonna tilt this because this is the way I actually write. I really have a hard time writing straight up and down. And 299. We're gonna do this again because I done did something wrong. I can feel like I missed. I feel like I missed this one. Like I skipped it up here. So reset. 2843.46 minus 52 point, all right, fingers, 76 minus 60. Maybe if I use both hands, minus 75 minus 10 minus 46.08 minus 10 minus 100 minus 11.22 minus 3.48 minus 25, now minus 90.95 minus 300 minus 45 minus 50 minus 100 minus 50 minus 2.99. Okay, that seems right. That seems right. 910 98. We're gonna do one more check. Okay, let me turn this way. It's a problem when you have long fingers. 910 98. And now on my total line, I am going to add up all of my expenses, and it should equal 2843.46. I do not expect any YouTube earnings for the month of July. Typically it's been every other month, which is fine with me. Since I can't get out and side hustle anymore, I am very, very thankful for y'all and all the support you guys have given me. So I don't want to appear ungrateful. So 52, 76, 60. So, okay, so the total for my expenses is $2843.46, and since they equal, we know I have a zero-based budget here, And so, yes, ma'am, I do spend, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, sorry. I do spend everything. I give everything a name. I put it in a category. I don't have like an unbudgeted category or any of those. Typically, if I have an unbudgeted expense, I can categorize it. And so that means I overspend in the area. I don't really have any surprises anymore, but I think it's also because, I don't have young children, so I don't have all the unexpected stuff that they used to come up with. But then I would put that under their school expenses or something like that. But yes, I am done. Let me stop rambling, because y'all know I likes to gab. But so I don't have a due date. So if you're noticing that for the student loan, I don't have a due date on that, because typically my student loans were due on the 18th. I had the date moved to the 18th. And so now that we don't have a payment for your federal student loans that I have, I make the payment after I close out my June budget and get everything finished up, get my pay, and then do my thing. I do that then. So I do get to it, but I don't have a due date for when I'm going to do it. I just know I'm going to go in at some point and take care of that. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued support. You guys help me out more than you know. I will, if I don't have the budget with me already up, it'll be up probably by Wednesday. If I don't have it up by Monday, not the budget with me, but the plan with me, when I set my budget planner up, you're going to see a couple of pages are not going to be filled out, and that's because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to use them for. So yeah, that whole thing. But anywho, y'all have a super fantastic day. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please consider doing so now, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Y'all have a great week. Stay safe.